It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we wrap up our Monday night schedule with another great matchup here in Week 17. As it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set now to wrap up a busy week of football. Happy to have you with us. And, folks, we are underway on Monday Night Primetime. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. For the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You talk about this Rams defense.
This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now an audible here into something else. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's Byron Young, who ranged in that time and stopped him for a loss.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. And he fires one incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right?
Bijan Robinson with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. nails him with a stiff arm. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now it's Stafford. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hold. Get out and tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, my goodness, I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Here's 3rd and 6. To the air, Penix. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play the best we can.
You almost going to mulligan there on that first drive.
Sometimes it actually serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. First run now for Kyron Williams.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
32.
Now Stafford. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
This is fielded at the 7.
Nice pump, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice sturdy run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is taken at the 15. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there, holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And he is caught. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40.
It's a gain of 18. And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Stafford. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
James Pierce.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Allen! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up.
The try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. This is intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard
line. After the interception, here's Stafford. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with it and try and get him settled.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. Throws right back to London, complete again.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Penix.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Throwing again, Penix. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play.
To the right side and intercepted.
Fighting his way through contact.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, look, fortunately, this is...
And he works free. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, They're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Xavier Watts. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 60 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Here's Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And 8 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. That one deep for London. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first. Williams loses the football.
Wow, that ball is not free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready? Hey, line up, lady!
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
A give left side to Robinson. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Penix going to hold on to it.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
Robinson up the middle.
Shoves him aside.
74 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw Penix.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Darnell Mooney.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth.
14, Rams 7.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And the Rams, first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down.
They run it again with Williams.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now we give up the middle to Williams.
And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
That good for 19 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
Down to about the 45.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing is Stafford.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
It's got to have it time. 4th and 9.
They snap it to Stafford. Trying to lay one up deep. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
At the 50-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Falcons,
they get a rare victory to move to 4-12 with 1 game remaining.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.